Behind every skyscraper is a sketch, a story, and a stubborn dreamer. Our guest today is a man who has literally changed the way India looks. Over the last 4 decades, he has designed everything from India's tallest residential towers, sprawling educational institutions, airports, corporate parks, and even affordable housing projects. He is known for his outspoken style and larger-than-life persona. India's most celebrated architect and Padma Bhushan awardee, Mr. Hafeez Contractor. Brace up for today's episode of Brick by Brick, where we get to peek inside the mind of this legend. Mr. Hafeez Contractor. So, sir, we are
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast series Brick by Brick. And we are obviously recording in your South Mumbai office. And as my flight from Delhi landed at the T2 terminal, I could not help noticing the chhatri-like motif across the terminal, that umbrella design, which has become a part of the visual identity of the city. And it reminded me how architecture can actually, comment so much on the city's culture and history. So these dramatic gestures, this visual drama that you create, the grand archway of the Turbe railway station, are these then your signature style?
A lot of people keep on saying signature style. My style is what is appropriate for the function. Like why we did a complete one arc for Turbe station. Because we did not want any columns in the center. And we wanted a large area which is open and a lot of sunlight coming in. What was the most easiest? Just one large arc, which was just a truss.
Yeah.
And so now that is what it came to.
Yeah.
When we did the domestic terminal for Mumbai, again, we just did one surface and got the inside space rather than making it a flat roof. You see that where the Indigo and all of them land?
Yeah.
So it is the function gives the form. I don't even say it. Now over here in these two jobs, the function has given the form. And the form has also given the function.
While we are on the subject of the airport, a new airport has just been inaugurated, and we are obviously talking about the Navi Mumbai International Airport, and also another one in Delhi, the Jewar, the Noida International Airport. So any quick thoughts on these new airports, or how these airports are being reimagined as aero cities or mixed-use hubs?
See, our country is a fast growing country, and we need this kind of airports.
Yes.
If you look at the capacity of Mumbai airport, I think it's some 42 million or something like that. And the proposed one is some 80 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got 2 runways.
Yeah.
Whereas this one has got 2 runways, but it's crisscross. So at any given time, one is in use. Over here, both of them will be in use. So, and we'll have a large area for cargo. It is very close by to the sea terminal. It is very close by to the railway terminal, the truck terminal. So all of that, it's a very, very good, and I feel that it's a highly welcome function and a highly welcome airport.
Everything is falling into place and coming together.
It is. But in fact, yesterday only I was reading some article on that airport, and the only thing that a lot of people are showing some apprehension is that the bird sanctuary is quite close by. And I hope that doesn't pose any problem. That's my only worry. But I'm sure they must have done enough study on it, and it must be taken care of.
Okay. You've also been a very strong proponent of land reclamation as Mumbai's way forward. How do you look at the Bandra Bay project?
See, what is wrong in reclaiming? First of all, tell me that. What is wrong in reclaiming?
Yeah.
It is a wrong concept that we in India are or in Mumbai are against reclamation. If you look at the history, we have been reclaiming, and creating new land. Why was this reclamation stopped? Because there were a set of people who saw that the last reclamation which was going on,
Yeah.
there was a lot of corruption going on in that.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were against it. And to that, the whole thing about mangroves and reclamation and all that thing, it's just got, and now it has taken a position like a holy cow. You look at each and every city of the world,
Yeah.
which is a major city, which is on the coast. They have reclaimed.
Yes. Dubai, Singapore.
Singapore.
also have-
What was Singapore in 1950?
Yes.
What was the square? What was the how many square kilometers it was? What was it? Today, how many square kilometers it was? It is.
Yes. Yeah.
How much green space it had
Yeah.
previously, and how much green space it has now. All is possible because of reclamation.
Correct. Correct.
We have done studies of reclamation and the BPT area, by which we could create something like 1,000 acre of green space, along with
Yeah.
development, which will give employment, which will give everything to this city, which the city needs.
So, also about the premiumization of real estate, because all these reclamation projects are not going to be affordable housing. They're obviously going to be luxury and super luxury. And onto that topic of, luxury homes, and everybody wants a luxury home today. And even the affordable segment has taken over the language of luxury, so to say. How do you look at this aspiration, and do you think the architecture has been able to keep pace with what is now called as affordable luxury, that even a mid-income housing is borrowing the language of luxury?
We have just completed for Sitco something like more than 1 lakh houses.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and those were all affordable houses.
I see.
Now you go and see them.
Yeah.
They are as good as any builder's housing.
Yeah.
Just because you design it well
Yeah.
and you construct it well, and if it is a small apartment and if it is selling at an economic price, it is affordable luxury.
It is fantastic. Of course
Correct.
it is.
So we are doing it.
Yeah.
And you are saying that if we reclaim, everything will be a super luxury. No.
Assuming. Yeah.
No. See, one thing you have to understand is that land is very precious. We have to learn how to go high with looking at our population in place.
Right. Yeah.
We are, as a country,
Yes.
we are, 1.4
1.4 billion.
Yeah, 1.4 billion. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We are 17.5% of the world's population.
Yes.
We are only having 2% of the world's land. We need to go higher
Yes.
because we have to create more green space.
Yeah. When you say higher, I've heard you say at very many forums that we need substantially higher FSI, that the demand is in one segment, but the supply is in another. The demand is obviously for affordable housing, but the supply leans premium. So, what is that number in your own words that you think
Okay, now,
is a good FSI?
Now, about, I think, 15 or 20 years back, when Mr. Kshatriya was the housing secretary, and he had called for a meeting. And at that time, our FSI was 1.33.
Okay.
And he had called for a meeting. A lot of all the bureaucrats and a lot of people were there. I was the only one who was not from any organization.
Okay.
And he started asking, what should be the FSI? So somebody said, sir, make it, 2. Somebody said, sir, no, make it 3. I told, then he asked me, he's a good friend of mine. He asked me, Hafeez bhai, what do you think? So I said that your FSI has to be minimum 8. Now he said, huh? 8? So I said, see, sir, I'm not just making a guess.
Yeah.
I am saying my area of my island is, say, so many, 400 and so many square kilometers, out of which so much of 100 square kilometers goes off in the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Some 10 kilometers, square kilometers goes in Godrej, those mangroves.
Yes.
So much goes in railway land. So much goes in navy and defense. Large organizations. All of that thing goes. Then I said, okay, forget about her. So much goes in roads. What is left is only 100 square kilometers. And of that 100 square kilometers, let's say that we are not wanting to have any schools, colleges, this.
Yeah.
Now, 27 million people have to be housed. I sometimes say that thank God that 45%, I'm saying, with a different opinion,
Yeah.
only with this context,
Yeah.
that a lot of people are staying in slums. They are staying in a very, very bad condition.
Yes.
And that's a very sad thing.
Yeah.
But for us, enjoying this kind of a density of about 8 and 9 floors and remaining, it's not 27 million. It is only half of that population.
Yeah.
Because that half of that other population is staying in such awful condition
Yes.
that they are saying 10 people in 10 by 10.
No, you did your arithmetic very meticulously when you arrived at that number.
Maybe, and now after virtually 20 years,
There's no change.
what have they come to? They are virtually coming to that. But now it is too late, my dear. Because to do all that, at one shot, the city needs money for infrastructure.
Yeah.
The city doesn't have that. If my population is increasing, it just doesn't explode overnight.
Yeah.
Then it's a catastrophe. If the population is increased and the city is keeping on plugging it and doing its infrastructure, doing everything to that level every year, then it is possible.
Okay.
Now suddenly after 20-25 years, they have realized that more than 50-60% of our people are staying in slums.
Yeah.
They are not paying taxes. They are availing of all the facilities of your city.
Yeah.
Now suddenly they want all of them to be housed. Now there is a lot of influx of people from all over the country into all your urban areas.
Okay.
That now all of that they want to
Accommodate.
and they want to provide for it.
Yeah.
And they don't have money, so now they have increased the premiums.
Yeah,
but that is becoming unaffordable. That's not correct.
But housing for all to purchase versus housing for all to rent. I mean, is it necessary to create that stock for people to buy and stay in? As you rightly said, the floating migrant population. Can that also be a model that can be looked at?
No.
Affordable rental housing.
See, your rents are not that great to pay for your investment.
Okay.
So who is going to put money to construct and put it on rent? He will rather put it in stocks and shares and get a better return.
The market realities don't support it.
Yeah. So, rental incomes are not good.
Not good.
That's why a lot of now younger generation, they want to buy. They want to keep their basic amount. And that money works somewhere else.
Yes.
And what they are paying as rent is only fraction of what they are earning.
You've worked with virtually every developer in the country or every good developer in the country. Which one did you enjoy working with the most? And was it pure chemistry or was it creative freedom or something like that?
See, all builders are human beings. Human beings at some times are nice. At sometimes they are crazy. Basically, if you understand, I look at all my builders as if I am the builder and I'm designing it for myself.
Okay, you take complete ownership of it.
Correct. I'm in fact talking the language that he would like. and if the circumstances changes, say I finish my work and the circumstances changes, tomorrow there is something else, I'm the first person who will say, okay, I'll change it and do it again.
Yeah.
Which not many architects would do it.
Right.
And the builder would want to do it
Yeah.
because the circumstances have changed.
Yeah.
And so with circumstances, you should change.
Right. Okay, that's a dream come true, I'm sure, for the client. So your BITS Pilani campus blends the Gurukul style of teaching with contemporary architecture. This old meets new, tradition meets modern. Is that a very important part of your design aesthetic?
It's an old institute, and when we did all the renovation, we did it in the same old style.
Yeah.
When we did the first major renovation, or we added the first phase of the addition to the whole campus. The whole campus, we did it underground.
Okay.
Now that had a purpose. Because we had only one large green space. And from that large green space, from the main building, we could see the temple of Saraswati. So we did not want that vision to be destroyed. And we could have built it far off. But Pilani, weather is very bad. It's hot in summer, cold in. Nobody will want to walk that.
Yeah.
So we wanted something near. But then we would spoil that. So we took the whole building underground.
Oh.
Yeah.
My God, nobody knows that.
Yes. And
Yeah.
now, what is necessary for the reasoning holds true for anything. You may say it is
Old tradition or me.
and I'm blending with that. This is the necessity.
Yeah.
And if you are true to the necessity,
Yeah.
and if you're satisfying the necessity,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. On that note, I want to ask you one thing about you being India's most sought after architect. But your critics also say,
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर.
but your critics also say that you play more to the market realities than the architectural idealism. And that may be a point of view, but what is your take?
See, architectural idealism, I don't care about. Because, you're taught in your
Schools and colleges.
that you should do like this,
Yes.
like this.
Yeah.
I have learnt it
Yeah.
very early in my career
Okay.
that is not right.
I think very important for all aspiring architects to hear.
Now, I must tell you why. When I was in my second year,
Okay.
I used to study, go to morning college, and
Yeah.
I used to work the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I'm saying I started work with my cousin in '68. I'm talking about around about 70 or so. A Sindhi lady. I even remember what color of sari she was wearing.
Which color was it?
It was green and bluish green with some
Peacock
white
shades.
Yeah. She came and she wanted us to design a bungalow for her.
Okay.
And I was a small kid. I was standing next to my cousin, and we took the brief and everything, and we said, yes, we'll. And we designed it. And I remember my cousin had done, it was all walls. And like, how Le Corbusier's had done the buildings,
Okay.
And she came after a week or so, and we showed it to her, and she says, oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. But he says, Mr. Kharegat, I am not looking for a house like that.
Oh God.
So he said, okay, what do you want? This, and she said, I want a little softer, this. And we did another design. And after a week or so, 10 days, God knows what, she came again. And we showed it to her again. And she says, I don't even like this. So then slowly, she opened her purse and she took out a picture of a house.
Her dream house.
Her house.
Okay.
It was a rubble,
Okay.
pitch roof, vines going up, creepers and all that, the ideal
Countryside.
thing, country style.
Yeah.
And she says, I love a house like that.
Okay.
And my cousin to that says, oh, but this is traditional. This is not modern architecture.
Yeah. But what the client wants is what you have to
She
cater.
wanted that. She wasn't, and she had taken out the trouble to get that.
Yeah.
And my cousin insisted that she should build a house what he had, and finally, coolly and quietly, she says, "Okay, Mr. Kharega, thank you." She folded that paper of hers, put it in a bag, and she left.
Never to come back again.
Correct. Now, after all that,
Yeah.
I am asking my cousin, I said, tell us, when she is wanting this, why are you forcing and giving her something else which you don't like?
I agree. I totally get what
Now,
you're saying.
one second. Now, see, for architecture, everyone says that, oh, you should do and you should propagate this, that. Why?
Yeah.
If somebody is coming to your house for dinner, or you invited him for dinner or something like that, he or she is a vegetarian, will you make a big beef steak and give it to them?
You will serve exactly what they like.
Correct.
Yeah.
As per all that is okay for all other professions.
Yeah.
But for architecture, you are supposed to do what you are supposed to. You are the great architect.
No, but you have to understand the psychology of the client.
Correct.
And that is the
correct.
that is the heart of it.
Yes.
Okay.
And satisfy the function.
Absolutely.
And also what the guy likes.
Right. Okay, sustainability is a topic very close to your heart. And of course, there would be certain building materials which are less climate compliant. But I want to know from you that it's well established in so many studies that, one of the biggest energy guzzlers is glass. Then why is glass the face of every other building?
I feel that what is really needed, and when you're using the word sustainability, now to me, for sustainability, the most important thing is how you're using your land.
Okay.
How you're using your land. If you are having, say, 20 acres and you're making, some 8 or 9 ground floor structures and then making some road and all of that, that is not sustainable use of land.
Making full use, optimum use of the land.
Optimum use.
Okay.
Because you restrict your built-up area on a smaller and leave your other areas as green.
That's clean.
Make them forests. Why there is a climate change? All along for so many years and years and years, we have been destroying our forest land. Okay? And unilaterally, we are increasing our urban area. Urban area is eating up into the farm area. Farm area is eating up into the forest area.
Right.
We have to stop that. We have to increase our forest cover.
Forest cover.
We have to restrict our farm cover. And we have to really restrict our urban cover. Now, that's the way I look at it.
That's fair.
Now, one second. Now, you asked me about glass.
Glass, yes.
Now, glass to me, see, there are hundreds of different kind of glass.
Yeah.
Now, when I'm going to do a high-rise building, now glass is this much thick, okay, with all its, this wall is 3 feet. Now, this is an old building. Now, when I'm doing a brick wall or a concrete wall, it is 8 inches.
Yeah.
It is heavier. When building is heavier, in earthquake, in load, everything becomes heavier. So I use more steel, I use more concrete to make that kind of a building. But if I'm having all my external walls in glass and maybe the internal partitions also in glass, my building will become much, much lighter.
Okay.
So I will build that 50 or 60 story building in lesser material, lesser steel, lesser concrete. Then that is sustainability to me.
Okay.
And what's wrong in using glass? See, this is all wrong. That anything and any new material that you will get, people will keep on criticizing it. Now, I'll give you another story. Okay. My granny, she used to always complain. What? She used to say in Gujarati, atli patli patli diwal, with this, that is, 9 inches of wall. And she used to say, just see this, how nice and dharkam and all that.
Yeah.
She was criticizing concrete and frame structure. Now, those people, now you're accepted, now they're going and talking about, glass.
I see.
Now, glass also in another next few years will be a
Urban
old
standard.
material, old material. And we might talk about houses with hologram and all of that. And we'll be sleeping and living in them.
So, talking about floods, volcanoes becoming more and more common, and this is the last of the long format questions, and then we'll head into the rapid fire. But, with these earthquakes, volcanoes becoming so very rampant, should resilience become the new design aesthetic? I mean, are we only designing buildings to impress rather than survive? I'm not talking about a particular set of buildings, but by and large, overall in the industry, is that resilience is still a factor which needs to be built in?
We are working on, I've been talking about high rises. I've been talking about more green space. I've been talking about that we ate up all the forests for so many years.
Yeah.
Now the forest has to come to the city. And from another side, we are talking about fossil fuel. We've been talking about, that less use of fossil fuel. So we are designing buildings which are massive, like each building is like a city. Why? We're going to have more floods. We're going to have more earthquakes. Now, say, what is an earthquake? Earthquake is, somebody shaking, and that's the earth is getting shaken. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I shake this will fall. But with the same amount, this won't fall. So it's like this, that if my mass was this fat,
Right.
it
can withstand.
It will withstand a hell of a lot of bigger earthquake.
Yeah.
It will withstand hurricanes. If I pour a bucket of water, this will collapse. This won't collapse. But if that is there, it can, you can not even one bucket, you empty your whole bathtub, but it won't collapse.
Yes.
So we are working on that.
Okay. Interesting.
And so, and the whole idea is that everything will be all transportation, everything will be all electric. You won't have any fossil fuels. We are working on it.
Okay. It's in It's in Mumbai, this particular project?
It's in my head and I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay, so now we jump into the rapid fire question. You were about to join the army and you had nothing to do with construction, true or false?
It's true.
Really? And the
gonna-
contractor in your name, is it pure coincidence or destiny at play?
No. My great-great-grandfather was a contractor. If you've seen the Baroda University, as soon as you land in a train, and the first structure, you see those nice, beautiful domes. That's my grandfather was the contractor.
Oh, I see.
So that's how we get the surname contractor.
And you're carrying forward the legacy in certain way? Is it true that you were spanked in school once for sketching instead of studying?
My dear, I was such a bad student in my school, naughty, and I used to get caned every week.
I think it is a comment on our education system which does not recognize anybody other than just logic and science. In the sense, the artistic capabilities are truly underrated. It's more it's changing now, but maybe at that time it was probably worse.
Yes. Now, and I forgot her. There was a lady called Mrs. Gupta.
Yeah.
And it was an English class.
Okay.
And she was a Parsi lady married to a bhaiya. And I was sketching, I was drawing some. I used to design forts and I used to design guns and bikes and things like that. So, and she used to have a nice big wooden foot roller, that 2 feet ka, and she'd always keep on doing pat, pat, pat on a sari. And she saw me, and she gave me one nice big whack and said, "You're a useless student, all the time keeping on drawing and not studying." And she spanked me once or twice, but she said, "But remember one thing, when you grow up, become an architect."
Oh, really? Okay. Even she recognized.
So that's what. And when I passed out my SSC, I had such a lousy marks that nobody would even give me a form. But that's another story how I got into the
Architecture world. So, who's your role model in life or in design?
Lots of role model people.
But one like really up there, and you really idolize that person.
A lot of them. And, at different times, there are different people. When I was in the first year, I used to look at works of Mies van der Rohe, Frank Troy, and so Le Corbusier. And they were my role model. Or I used to virtually copy them. But today, work is on one side. People who have led their life in different sphere, in different ways, try to look at that. So today things are different.
Yeah.
And as I would say that as life would go further, it will be different.
Yes.
Now you look at it today, okay, how this guy, from what he did to what was his success mantra. Now, those are the things that you look at today.
Right. They keep evolving as one
Absolutely.
evolves.
Absolutely.
So, the project closest to your heart, any project which you have done or maybe someone else has done?
I would say that, now for this project closest to my heart,
Is the current one?
every few years it
Yeah.
keeps on changing. But I would say that what I feel really which has contributed a lot to the city is what I did for the slum redevelopment project.
Okay.
I started the scheme of slum redevelopment when the first time Shiv Sena was in power.
Okay.
And I went to Bala Sahib and I said that we must do this. And they started that. And that's how the whole slum redevelopment scheme has come about.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. And with that, lakhs and lakhs of people have got their free housing.
Very satisfying it must
Yes. And for that, I must tell you one story.
be. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
When we were doing the Bhumi Puja of that scheme, 2 ladies came all beautifully dressed and everything. And they are telling me and my client, and Mr. Uddhav Thackeray was there.
Okay.
That is Balab Sahib's son.
Yeah.
They took us to the Ganpati Ji Mandir. I'm talking about Imperial. So one of the guys who was next to me is nudging me and he said, "आपको मालूम है क्या करता है करती है औरत लोग?" I said, I thought, like how my mother used to do when I used to go for exam, do tili and all that. It's like a good omen. I said, नहीं, ये ऐसा नहीं है. बोले क्या है? तो ये लोग आपकी आरती लेंगी. तो मैं बोले ले दो. जैसे कि नहीं, हमारी औरत लोग ऐसा आरती ऐसा नहीं लेते. तो मेरी खाली खुदा की लेते और उनके पति की लेती है. तो मेरे को मेरी क्यों लेती है? तो that one of the ladies was just next, and she used to also listen.
Yeah.
She turned and she's telling me, you know what you have done to us today? Those were the days where all this Saurabh Shochalaya and all that were not there.
Not there.
She said that today we cannot go to toilet before sunset. And we cannot go to toilet after sunrise. Just imagine that you have to hold on to your...
Horrible. Yeah.
I don't know how they were surviving.
Yeah.
And I said, my God. And she said, you are going to give us toilet. You are going to give us water.
The very essentials of a
And
dignified life.
they took our aarti in front of Ganpati Ji's mandir. Now that is what is I am most happy about.
Yeah.
And now today, I might not be doing all the slum houses.
Yeah.
But I am architect of that. And for that, the New York Times recognized that and had two full pages, two full pages of New York Times on a weekday. They had the whole article on that.
Oh, and you earned it, I'm sure. It was well deserved. For India's growth is the only way now up vertically.
My dear, I told you.
Yeah.
Uh,
You've already answered that.
2% of land and 17.5% of the world's population.
Yeah.
And
High FSI, 8 at least.
8 also will not be sufficient.
Passe. I don't know what the revised figure you have in your mind.
No, but for different cities, it will be different.
But for Mumbai?
But
for Mumbai?
I would really say that we should we should start reclaiming. We should start reclaiming.
So which new design-led innovations are you betting big on? Anything in particular? Maybe new startups have come, live space, etc. Any design-led innovations?
Yes, we are working on something, a new material to construct.
I see. Okay.
Yes, we've been working on it and we have not been that successful. For a lot of times we have been working. And then when we finally come to, it gets knocked down in fire, it gets knocked down in something. But we are still working on something and I think we will get something.
I think it's R&D is so important. Otherwise, we just keep replicating things. Quality is a problem in concrete or in contractor. And I mean all kind of building materials. When I say concrete, but is it mostly with the service providers, the contractors, or with the building material quality sometimes?
Again, it's a wrong notion. See, concrete is a very, very general name. How much cement I have mixed into it, what kind of a reinforcement it is.
Okay.
And
many factors determine its quality.
How I have cured it.
Yeah.
So many things.
What about contractors? Do we have high quality, good?
Yes, we have
fairly decent.
We have very nice.
The L&T, Shapurji, they're all.
It's like you want to go down below. And the guy who's coming on a cycle and is selling you a cup of tea, you want to have that cup of tea
or Starbucks
or something.
Yeah. So removing mountains of landfills in the city, and that's a big problem in Delhi in particular. Landfills and garbage, the mountains that are created, or making a slum-free city. What would be your ultimate goal?
There are ways of utilizing that garbage and making it into building material. You should do that. Why are you just dumping it from one place to another? There are ways of making them into building material.
Can you elaborate a little bit? Maybe somebody who's watching.
I'm not in that kind of but I know of that you could do it. And it should be done.
The wildest idea that you pitched to somebody that actually saw the light of the day?
I would say that there are lots of jobs like that. Like say when we did the Rajneesh Ashram, when he wanted everything black and he never said that he wanted it black. And I presume that he wanted it black. And I designed it and he liked it.
He liked it.
So that's a very, very satisfying thing. Then another thing that, once I think in the 1980s the real estate was, having a turmoil and how we reduced the cost of construction from 1,000 rupees to 650 rupees.
Oh.
So that's a great thing. So every
ahead
time,
of its time.
Every time, when there is some trouble, there is some, and that's where the creativity comes out.
Yes, absolutely.
And another lady who had come and she wanted to design a school for 1,10,000. And at first I thought, oh my God, a crazy lady. Well, how can I do it? But I applied my mind and I did the school in
1,10,000.
Yes, in just mud and stone, because they were all in villages and there mud and stone is all abundant. So it's you apply your mind and you'll get the solution.
Okay, coming from that lady to another lady and your wife, she is also from the field of design and architecture. So how does that dynamic play out? Collaboration or creative competition?
I'm more into architecture. And yes, there was a time that I used to do a lot of interiors. I still do a lot of interiors. But my way of looking at things are completely different. She looks at small things. She's more interested in details, art.
Yeah.
It's more residential.
Aesthetics.
So it's a
Good collaboration, complementing each other.
Yeah.
Great. So your all-time favorite comfort food would be some Parsi food?
Definitely.
Dance.
And I'm very, I like simple food.
Home
I don't
cooked.
like, I'll be very happy with dal chawal and batate ka bhaji,
I see.
or something in chicken. But I'm very simple with my food.
Okay. Finally, your chicken soup for the soul, something that keeps you inspired, motivated, and grounded.
Absolutely.
What is it that chicken soup? Is it work? Is it appreciation?
I get a job and I have to satisfy something which he's not getting it normally. And I play with that and get you that solution. That is my...
I think challenge gets the best out of you.
Absolutely.
It does.
Absolutely.
Okay. On that note, I think it's a wrap on this particular episode. Thank you so much, Mr. Hafeez Contractor, for all your very, very generous, sharing of personal
But
and
first of all-
professional anecdotes. Really appreciate. And that was Hafeez Contractor, not just an architect of spaces, but of possibilities. He doesn't just design buildings, he imagines futures. At Brick by Brick, we believe cities aren't built overnight. They are built by vision, by courage, and by conversation. Until next time, keep looking up the sky. The skyline has many more stories to tell. Goodbye.